everybody. I wish I knew how to make this better. I know you're freaking out. I mean, I am. Everybody is. As far as the money side goes, I wish any of us that deal with investments had the answers. We've never seen anything like it. But today I want to talk about a little bit of the confusion and clear up how this mortgage deferral program is basically going to work, because I've seen a whole lot of posts from people that are like, this is an absolute scam and you're going to pay so much interest if you do this and you're going to get screwed, and it's right. It's not like some sort of free ride, but it's not as bad as a lot of people are making it out to be. So I'm going to give you an actual example of how something like this might actually look. And now I don't want to get too heated about this, but I am pretty upset with so far the handling of this crisis as far as our banks and lenders and credit card companies are concerned, because I mean, I don't talk about this all that often, but because I generally talk about fees and investments and that being an issue. But in the reality of my opinion is that there is no worse enemy to the financial hardship of everyday Canadians than the Canadian banking system and the way that it's set up to be predatory and take advantage of people wanting more stuff now. And they've put us in this position, and now they're not really helping out. In all honesty, you've actually paid them for this insurance, for this risk, and all they're doing is implementing all of that at the exact same time, and then pretending that they're doing some sort of favor, and it's not even close to some sort of favor. It's just allowing you to defer a payment so that you don't default on your mortgage, and then the bank doesn't have to buy up, 500,000 homes in 1 month, which they couldn't do in the first place anyways. So I'm going to stop my rant there, and I'm going to go into how this would work. So I don't know exactly the rules with the lenders, and I have heard stories that it's actually quite hard. Obviously it's hard to get through because everybody's going to be calling these people on the phone lines all at once, and these people on the phone lines are not to blame, so please do not blame them. They're just as stressed out as you are, plus they're getting yelled at every day. So please give them a little bit of slack. It's not their fault that this is happening. They are honestly trying to help. But this is how an example would work. Let's say you've owned your house for 5 years. You had a 25-year mortgage. You have 20 years left on it, a 3% interest rate, and you owe $400,000 more on your house over the next 20 years. So your mortgage payments are, if you owe 3%, are $2,214 per month. And if you split that into interest payments versus principal payments, you're paying $994 per month in interest and $1,221 in principal payments. So let's say you call your bank and you do get approved for being allowed to defer your mortgage payments for up to 6 months, and you choose to do this for up to 6 months. What's going to happen now is that you haven't paid the interest that's been accumulating for those 6 months. So that's $994 times 6 months. I mean, it might be a couple dollars more because they might be charging you interest on your interest, but for simplicity's sake, at the end of the 6 months, you owe $5,964 in interest that is going to be added on to the amount that you still owe. So you still owe $400,000 plus $5,964. And now all they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, you have to pay that $6,000 that we've added on to your mortgage over the next 20 years. So you're going to be paying interest on that $6,000, but all that's going to do is increase your mortgage payment by $31 a month. It's not like it's some sort of like huge crazy amount. I saw some guy that said that he stopped paying his mortgage in Fort McMurray for 2 months while there was the fire, and he ended up owing an extra $75,000. Well, that guy doesn't know math, and he didn't read the fine print, but you should ask these questions. What is this actually going to cost you if you do this? It is going to cost you extra money, for sure, but it's not some crazy amount. I mean, even if you add that up over the next 20 years, it's only $7,440 extra over the course of 20 years once you add on the interest. So it's not like some huge crazy deal breaker that you shouldn't take advantage of if you're not going to be able to pay your mortgage. And now the next video that I want to do is I want to talk about some money saving tips that that people can implement to reduce, you know, their cash flow, the expenses that they have to make right now when we're sort of stuck in our homes. I mean, I know it's really easy to not spend money because all you need to spend money on basically is a little bit of groceries and a lot of toilet paper, but I've had some good ideas so far, and if you send me your ideas and I like them, I'd love to share them with everybody because I only have a few, and give you a shout out. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please subscribe and stay safe, stay sane. If you need help with anything, you're struggling with, you know, the anxiety, the depression, the money, please reach out to somebody. I mean, if I can, I'll help in any way that I can. I mean, we're in this together. You're definitely not alone. I know that it kind of feels like it, but we're all stressed out together, and we will get through this, and we will be better when we hit the other side. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.